Concord Town, Concord, Massachusetts, where I grew up. The colonial natural environment was a place to be a kid with a dog and to have lots of human experiences that are familiar and over, like the seasons chunking by, calling to you, saying, let's go for a walk. Yeah, I walked, all right. I walked to school every day with a friend of mine who's a Concord policeman, retired now, and we would walk to school every day. My brother drove, but school was fun. These pictures were taken after school, after college, when I was back in Concord. Concord Town, I loved Concord Town. It was so pure in those days. But we had a little gallery in the Cooley's building and spent time taking pictures of nature. Well, nature in Concord is pretty serious kind of business since back in the 19th century, Ralph Waldo Emerson was the man who wrote Nature, an American writer of some forethought. And, well, in the meantime, the Beamises were starting a farm called Hutchins Farm, and that was a trip. Everything was happening because we were young, out of college, and here is the Concord pot shop lady, and as you go along, you simply can't decide what's important to look at or think about, but you gather in images of the passage of time. You are passing through time, and every moment has a certain color to it, and life is imbued with gaiety, frivolity, sadness, but most of all nature. Unbelievable nature. And that's true everywhere if you open your eyes, but at that time, and here's an oak forest in Punkatasset, and Hutchins Farm beginning, preserve yourself, dahlias, the cosmos and the townhouse steps, and the seasons come and go, sun, warmth, cold, everything in nature goes back to sleep again, and then to wake up in the coming spring. We all know what spring means, that wonderful time when the sap in our tree flows until we get old and ancient, flows on the way to the bookstore, flows on the way up and down Main Street, or in our camera store. We were a photography store, so we were looking at things through all of the cameras that were fastly developing to this incredible point we're in now, where cell phones and cameras are one thing. The library, whoever decided to make the library into a classic, neoclassic design. Nature has its own design. It's there everywhere. The Barrett's Mill Farm, off in the swamps and the far reaches of the Everglades of Concord, always nature dancing before your eyes. We were able to see everything, my camera and I. We just loved nature. But human nature, it's all the same, My grandmother's plant lilies, not lilies of the valley, I can't even remember, grass, yes. Well, time goes by too quickly as these images roll off the press. We have stopped the images. This is in the Fairhaven woods. And of course in spring, you know what that is. Forsythia. My dog had puppies. The leader of the world